What's good, y'all? YouTube Flash Speaks is back for another video. Chicago Sky versus the Atlanta Dream. Another day, another blowout. Another day, another blowout. And this is what happened again. An 18-point loss. What was it? 70, 88, whatever. Or 80, 98, 70, 88, whatever it was. I just watched that debacle. And listen, man, Chicago came out. Saw some better things. Early on, actually went in at halftime with like a 1-point lead. Though that ain't the first time they did that this year. And then third quarter was actually pretty encouraging. And then what happens in that fourth quarter, Ryan Howard, you know what I mean? My girl who I told y'all beginning of the season, Ryan Howard is a top 5 talent in the W. Not a top 5 player, but a top 5, like, just raw talent. And she put that on display. When she puts it all together, that's what you get. She just went berserk. You know what I mean? Scored like over 30-some-odd points just in a half. Mostly threes, like she's not going to be that hot most of the time. But she can get to the rim. She can get to wherever she wants, really, if she just, decides to play like that. And she just went berserk and took the game over. You know what I mean? Tyler Marsh, Webster, he ain't make no damn adjustments whatsoever. He didn't put like his best defender on her. Yeah, I ain't even see him. The least he could have done is put Ariel Atkins on her. What I would have done, I would have put Angel on her. But he ain't even do that. He ain't double team. He didn't do anything. He just sat there and watched his team. He watched Rachel, what the hell, Kia Nurse just get cooked. That's what he did. And but I think I figured out what it is with the team. Like for a long time, I've been trying to figure out what is it with the team, and this is what I figured. I don't believe it's Jeff P. I mean, it is, but I don't believe what I'm getting at ain't Jeff P. or Tyler Marsh. You know what I believe? This is classic bad ownership all the way to the top. I'm going to call out, and I think I'm going to be the first I ever heard call out the actual owner. I think the boy's name is Michael Alter, something like that. I'm going to call him out because I've seen this script before. This is something that he's similar to when the Eagles, for years, were trash and had bad ownership. They were under a man named Norman Brayman. And Norman Brayman's whole thing was, like, listen, his thing was players that are signed to, like, contracts, they got to play. They got to produce. That's just how he felt. Like, listen, if I'm giving you $5 million, you got to play. He ain't give a damn if you was trash, whatever. You got to play. You got to show me why I'm paying you. I think this is what this organization is. Because I can't figure out for the life of me how Kia Nurse can be just this terrible from the field, ain't hitting the threes, which is what you brought here for. Really, a player like her got one job. Stay in your behind right there in that corner. Catch a shot and make it. Catch a pass and make it. Rachel Banham. In any other offense, if she's playing at all, because I don't believe she should be in the league. She should be playing for YMCA. Okay, but if she is in the league, there's one thing she can do. You presume. Catch the ball, make a three. That's it. I don't want you dribbling. I damn sure don't want you creating, because that was a big part of the problem that we had at the end of that third quarter. When we kind of lost the lead, we had a little bit of momentum and lost it. What happened is you had Rachel Banham, box body Banham, and you had Kia Nurse out there trying to create, dribbling the ball, all oaky, turning the ball over, all this old goofy stuff, because really, they ain't got no business doing any of that. You should be catching and shooting, that's it. You shouldn't be doing nothing else. You should be having one job. But you know what it is? Banham. And I think Banham getting like, almost $200,000 or something. I got to look it up. I know she got them that guaranteed contract, her. And that other Mariah Jefferson, who they won't let go. We ain't even seen her play all year. And she got one of them contracts. Kia Nurse got their, $140,000 or whatever. Same thing with, I don't know about Becky Allen and all that. But I believe, this is I'm convinced now. Nobody going to tell me nothing different. The owner, like, listen. Who getting what money? He got a list. He up there like, listen, Okay, she getting 140,000. She gets 20 minutes. She gets 30 minutes. She getting what? She gets those minutes. This is why he can just pull out a Camila Cardoso, who really is like your future, clearly your second best player on the team. You know what I mean? Second or third, whatever. It's between Angel, Camila, and Ariel. Those are the best players, right? Those are the three that really should only be getting like heavy minutes. Everybody else, you should be just in and out, depending on how they playing. You fucked up this night, you in. You not in. If you trash, you out. Like all them players should be on that bubble, except for Angel, Camila, and Ariel. But he can't run it like that. Why? Angel and Camila, their contracts, where they're on those rookie deals. So he allowed to do that with Camila, pull her in this and that. He can Haley Van Lith around all he want, and that's what you see happening. He can Maddie, he can treat her like she's just nothing. Westbell, right? He can just keep doing that. Why? Because their contracts are nothing right now. But them players that's getting that money, that owner is saying, look, man, they gotta produce. That's the type of time he's on, you can tell. And if them players don't produce, the good thing of it all is owners like that, they will get rid of a coach. Like, he gonna look at it like, yo, that's just what I believe gonna happen. That's why I believe Jeff is going. I believe the owner is the type of guy. He gonna look at what Bantam getting, right? He gonna be like, no, why you bring this chick here, right? Cause she getting paid this money. What she averaging 2? Oh no, dog. Then he gonna ask. He gonna need him to explain why kid nurse is like averaging like whatever 5 or whatever the hell she doing. I know it's pathetic. You know what I mean? I think he going to answer for them contracts and them players not producing for them contracts. And he trying his best to give them minutes so that way they can do something to show this owner. That's what I believe. If I'm wrong, but I'm convinced that's what it is. I've seen them type of owners before. Matter of fact, Jeffrey Lurie, when he first came to the Eagles, he was that type of dude. He was on that type of time. Like, you get this kind of money, you got to produce. Until later, he realized it ain't even really about that. You know what I mean? But right now, that's what I think it is, man. The owner don't care nothing about who more talented. Like right now, you can't tell me like Rachel Bantam is more talented than HBL. I don't give a fuck how much experience Rachel Bantam got. HBL's better than her right now. Like right now, she's better than her. Westbell, Maddie, or whatever might be as good as Michaela right now. For real. I might be as good as Rebecca Allen right now, especially at the 4 or something like that. But we can't find out because they on some time where you can F the rookies around because they ain't making no money. But those players that's making money, they got to get minutes. And as long as those are the priorities that the Chicago Sky got, this team ain't going to do nothing this year, man. They ain't going to do nothing this year. And I don't expect nothing to happen. So, happy losing, man. Got your ass whooped tonight. And I presume you probably win the next one, I guess, against Connecticut. But if you lose, I wouldn't even be shocked. I wouldn't even be shocked if maybe you score 40 and they lose. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got, man. Peace.